Hey amigas, I wanted to show you guys how I install my A and B film for my UV DTF printer. I know a lot of you guys that are getting into the UV DTF printing and you might be getting the same printer or similar from Haolic. So I wanted to show you guys initially how I remove the film, and these little brackets here have to be put in place. If they're not that way, that means that you might have installed the film, the roll, wrong. So the A and B film is from Amazon, as you guys can see here. I just added the screenshot of the price and where you can get it. I will also include it in the description below. You have an A side, you have a B side. The A goes in the front, the B goes in the back. And then you do need an extra roll just to have all the excess applied to it. Now this part is very, very important, but it's also very difficult because both of those have to be tucked in tightly. As you see, I left everything on one side, which is like the screw, the little spring, and that metal bracket on one side. And then the other side, we are just kind of tucking it in. Same thing, put everything back together. And then you want to make sure that you have the same amount of space left over on both sides. My mother-in-law was helping me and I was kind of recording, but we kind of got it down already. So you put those metal brackets into place right where the hooks go in, and we try to push in the middle part as much as we can, so do not judge. Anyways, we're putting everything back together. This is the A film, which is pretty much just the laminate that goes over top of the prints. That way everything is secure. When you do get everything printed at the end, you guys will see me printing something just real quick to show you guys it all kind of came into place. Once you have tightened those screws at the end to the best of your ability, then you will go ahead and just kind of grab that laminate film that is open, hanging forward. It should be facing towards the printer, like so. If it's on the wrong way, then you need to flip the roll over. Now we're turning around the printer, and we are just going to take this excess laminate film off. This is where all the excess goes, and you do need a tube. If you don't have one of these tubes, then you need to find one, especially when you're setting up your printer for the first time. I don't think they send you one with the printer, so you need to have a spare. So any spares left over from your DTF or anything like that, you should definitely keep one of these spare cylinders, just so you have it. There it is, empty, and there it is, full. This is the old one, this is the new one, and we are going to go ahead and put our roll of B film onto the bottom back side of the printer. Same thing, arrow has to be facing forward because this is going to obviously go forward. It kind of just tells you, guides you. You apply the bracket and everything back on the same way as you do to the front one. I feel like this one's less complicated than the one in the front. It was kind of annoying setting up, but it is what it is. Now, I did not show you guys this like film process with my initial unboxing just because it was so new and I was getting used to it. But here is the long and awaited video some of you guys have been waiting for, especially with the ones that are getting these printers. I know there's no videos out there, so I really did decide to make this for you guys. Now, of course, if you guys want to watch the initial unboxing on this UV DTF printer, I'll link it here on the top right-hand corner so you guys can go ahead and check it out. Once the film roll has been applied, you want to tighten it with your screwdriver, tighten those screws, and this is where it gets a little crazy. So this film will split in half. Some of it is sticky, some of it is just the excess like I mentioned. The sticky side you want to keep towards the bottom. I'm separating right now. Yes, it's going to be a mess, but this is part of the process. So the sticky part goes down. Just make sure it's held down. And the top part, you're going to kind of tape to the back of the roll. This is the excess. Okay, so it's going to be split open. Now we are going to put our laminate, make sure it connects with the sticky film coming in backwards. And this is just for the initial setup. I'm lining it up, make sure it's lined up, and I'm sticking it one on top of the other, and it goes over and under. So over and then under. Now under is where it's going to be kind of like laminated together once it's printed. I'm opening up this little handle on the side of the printer, and as you can see here, it's lined up, and I'm closing up that bar once it's tight. Then I'm just going to kind of use my little weeding tool just to tuck it underneath because it's a very, very tight spot. Make sure it's obviously open. And then you can start using your arrow down, which is the feeder, to make sure it's feeding through. And then eventually you should have something like this. So once everything's printed, which obviously there's nothing printed right now, you should see that it should be in sync. the top film should be laminating over the bottom sticky film, and then the back excess roll will kind of take in all of that. You want to turn on your motor, make sure everything's working. You see how the back is split? The sticky side is at the bottom. The top is going towards the top motor as excess. And when you're printing, everything should be in sync. And all that excess film should kind of just be pushed back. As you guys can see here, it takes it good. I'm just having to practice and make sure. And yes, you do waste film at the beginning when you're setting it up for the first time or setting up a new roll. But after that, everything should be working. You want to make sure your motor at the top is turned on. That way it's like gradually taking that. Now with a little box cutter or knife cutter, whatever you want to call it, it's just easier to work with this because you're cutting underneath. And this is how much I wasted, so not bad for my second or third time installing film. And as you can see, everything's overlapped. Everything looks nice. Now, as a little bonus, I am showing you guys how I fill up my inks. This is all the white, the varnish, and then you have like all the colors. And you want to make sure it's filled to the top. At least that's what I do. And whenever you're running low, that little detector inside will start detecting that it's low, and it will start doing like a big annoying beeping sound. So you want to make sure it's always filled. Now I'm also going to go ahead and include some of the maintenance. This is my waste container. I'm throwing away all of the waste ink into another bottle. You see all that nasty stuff? That's what you want to get out. And then once everything is cleaned, I put the hoses back in and our waste container is cleared out. Now, this is the cleaning solution from DTG Pro I like to use. I get these printer swabs from Amazon, and I use some unscented wipes. And I'm just going to be cleaning around the head, around like the ink pads, I guess I should say. And you can see that I'm kind of getting all that gunk off. It's been months, honestly, but this printer requires little to no maintenance. So it's such a good printer, but I'm just using a wipe, not touching the actual like ink pads, but just going around it, trying to get all that ink off. Usually if you keep up with the maintenance, like I have not been doing, you should be able to get everything off with these printer swabs. And then on the inside, I'm just kind of getting a little bit more into depth with that. You can see I'm cleaning around the little wiper, all of that nasty stuff. I'm getting it all off. Once it's completely cleaned, then I throw everything away, and you can move your print head back over, and we are good to go. Now, this is the final results. You can use my code BYA if you want to purchase your own printer to save some money, and everything's good and it's printing. Look how beautiful that is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.